Hi, everyone, and welcome to your ELA lesson. That's your reading lesson today, okay? So, we have three things we're going to do. We're going to read a poem and sing kind of a song of Mary wore her red dress. Ooh, did you hear that? Mary, ooh, I hear an M, wore her red dress song. We're going to work on that. Then we're going to learn about our vocabulary words and talk about them a little bit. And then we're going to find the M sounds in some words. Okay? Three things. We can do it. So, our very first thing is that we're going to just listen to a little song. Okay? And every time you hear that sound, I want you to clap. Okay? So, I'm just going to read and I want you listening. And when you hear that sound, like for Mary, I want you to clap. Okay? So just listen. Caregivers, you can help with the clapping. Okay? Mary wore her red dress, red dress, red dress. Mary wore her red dress all day long. Mary wore some red socks, red socks, red socks. Mary wore her red socks all day long. Mary wore some red shoes, red shoes, red shoes. Mary wore some red shoes all day long. Mary wore a red hat, a red hat, a red hat. Mary wore her red hat all day long. Mary wore some red gloves, red gloves, red gloves. Mary wore some red gloves all day long. Mary wore a red scarf, a red scarf, a red scarf. Mary wore a red scarf all day long. Last one. Mary ate a red apple, a red apple, a red apple. Mary ate a red apple all day long. Whew! Mary sure loves her things that are red. I think everything she wore was red. But I have to say, did you hear all of those sounds? I know you did. That's what we call good listening. You're listening for a good sound. Great job. Thumbs up. Now, the next piece we're going to work on is going to be a share in the classroom. So parents, this is more just a talking point, okay? We have three vocabulary words that we're going to be working on in here. I'll write them here because I know I already have words behind me and I want you to be able to see them up close, okay? We have the word learn. We have the word share. And we have the word friend. Now, I know that you have heard these words a lot this week, okay? But if we were in class right now, we would take turns talking about what these things were and how we would say them in a sentence. So this is a good time, parents, caregivers, to just have a conversation about how we could use learn, share, and friend when we talk. So I'll give you three examples. Here's an example for learn. I learn my friends' names at school because I did learn all of your names this week. Let me hear that one more time. I learn my friends' names. It's putting information in my brain. Learn. That's a good word. Now this word share. How could I use share in a sentence, in a thought? I share my cookie. I hope I share my cookie. I do like cookies. Let's hear that one more time. I shared my cookie. Do you share with somebody at home? Now, how about this last word? Friend. Now, a lot of times we'll put an S on it. There'll be lots of friends. But I'll say this. I made a new friend. Do you know who that friend is? It's you. I'll say it one more time. I made a new friend. So you see how we can use these words and talk about them and still use them in a thought or a sentence? I thought you'd understand. Good job, friends. Parents, if you need to pause and have a conversation about this, you go right ahead, okay? Now, the last thing that we're going to do in our ELA lesson is we are going to look at some M words, okay? We're going to look up on our board, and I have 3 M words. I have 3 pictures, 3 words, and all 3 of these words start with M, okay? So, I know I'm not the best artist in the world, but I hope you can see. I have a mop. Do you see that mop? Give me a thumbs up if you have a mop at your house. Yeah, I have one there too, or when my floors get yucky. So I just want you to listen to the word mop. Do you hear that sound? Good. Here is the word mop. Do you see the M right at the beginning? That's why we can hear that sound. Mop. You want to practice using a mop? Good. We have another word. This right here is a cup of, I wonder if you could guess. Milk. It's a cup of milk. M-I-L-K. Milk. Do you hear that sound? I do too. But it's because milk starts with the letter M. Let's see if you can hear it one more time. Milk. Let's see if you can drink some milk. Let's see. Glug, 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 glug. You've got it. Now, I have one more word. Now, you may not recognize this. It's kind of hard to draw. But that is a mat. Like when you go to somebody's house and you knock on the door, you're usually standing on a welcome mat. Mat. Do you hear the sound? Yeah, I do too. Mat. It's because it starts with the letter M. It's right there. Now let's see. Can you stomp your feet like you would stomp your mud off on somebody's mat? You don't want to take that mud in their house. Oh, another word. Mud. Mud. Did you hear the M? Ooh, let me write it real quick. D. Mud starts with M too. Great job, guys. I'm so proud of you for listening for the sounds in our song, for talking about your vocabulary words, and also for finding the M sounds in these words. Great job.